Is the altcoin season actually here, or is this just another fake out? In this video, we're going to be having a look at the total market cap right here because it's very, very important on the daily time frame. We're going to be having a look on the daily time frame as well, or on the weekly, sorry. We're also going to be having a look at the crypto bubble. We're going to be talking about the fear or greed index right here, the market sentiment. What exactly is happening with Bitcoin? We are currently right now in the greed. That's not usually a good sign. We could potentially get a pullback very, very soon. And of course, we're going to be discussing about this altcoin season index. We're going to be talking about the season and the yearly one could really be important. Now, I know a lot of you guys think that the altcoin season in 90 days matters a lot. Now, if we have a look back at this chart, you guys can see that if we actually have a look at the season chart, that's not typically what we want to see. We don't want to see an altcoin season last about 2 to 3 days or even 48 hours. We don't want to see that. We want to see an altcoin year. And as you guys can see right here, we have not had an altcoin year since 2022. So the big question in this video we're going to be having a look at is this a real pump? What exactly is happening? What is triggering this pump? By the way, guys, only 14% of people who are watching these videos are subscribed. So if you guys do like these videos, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn the notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. And pretty much that's about it. So let's have a look at the total market cap real quick, starting with that because we know obviously that's what's important right now. It's a total market cap. So this is a total market cap, including Bitcoin, including Ethereum, including everything. Okay, currently sitting at $3.25 trillion. There's a very, very, very important level to watch right here, at 3.4 million, trillion. Sorry, not billion, trillion. If okay, if the total closes, which is in about 5 hours and 35 minutes, above this right here, you could expect a pullback. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, obviously, this is also a resistance. We know that psychologically. And of course, number three is, are we going to see the pullback? So we know historically when we do have breakouts, we usually come back and pull back. It doesn't matter how big the breakout is. Specifically, this one, we did have a very, very aggressive breakout. And the big question is, are we going to have that pullback that everyone is talking about? Is the pullback going to be, 10%, 5%? I mean, obviously, this was an 8% pullback, I believe, 8.55. We came back and retested. I don't think we're going to come back down and retest. That's going to be a 23% dump. That would definitely be a fake out, and it would definitely be a disaster. That's really not what we want to see. This is the same pattern. Obviously, we're going to have to see what happens. If we have a look right here on the total on the weekly time frame, we know the trend is your friend until it bends. There's no question about that. You guys can see every time we essentially rebound off this total on the weekly time frame, we usually have a big bounce. So the first bounce right here when we started this trend was 78%. The second one was 178%. We're talking about the total market cap, guys. Okay, so that doesn't mean your altcoin is only going to do 2x. It's very possible that your altcoin at a 10 million market cap is going to do 100x. And we could see right here when we bounced off this one, we did another 100% pump. So can we see a similar type of pump? We're already up 36%. Assuming we see 170, 180, we could see a $5 to $6 trillion market cap, maybe something like that. Now we know last bull market, the total market cap peaked at $3 trillion. What will the total market cap be in this bull market? I'm aiming for 7 to 10 trillion. We're going to have to see what happens here. If we have a look right here at Bitcoin on the yearly time frame, we know that Bitcoin has been respecting this trend where it does 1 year green candle or red candle followed by 3 consecutive green candles, 1 year red candle followed by 3 consecutive green candles. You guys can see right here, it happened a bunch of times. So we got 1 red in 2014 followed by 1, 2, 3 green, 1 red in 2018, followed by 3 greens, all the way up to 2021, and of course 1 red in 2022, followed by 3 greens. Of course, this is assuming that we do end in green in 2025. And if this does happen, then you could expect 2026 right here. Okay, the dump was a little bit exaggerated. It's obviously not going to go that low, but you could expect the dump on Bitcoin to maybe go from $150,000 to maybe $80,000, something like that. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know. I don't have a time machine or a ball or time, whatever that ball you want to call. Freak, I forgot. Anyways, so having a look right here at back at the crypto bubble, you guys can see that overall, yes, on the daily time frame we're looking green. On the weekly, we're looking very good. On the monthly, we're looking fantastic. But guys, on the yearly, I mean, you still have some tokens that are pretty much in red. I mean, you got Gala still down 54%, ENA down 56%. You got Arbitrum, guys. Arbitrum, a layer 2, a very promising layer 2, down 60%. Polygon, guys, literally down 62%. So you still have a lot of these coins OP down 70%. You still have a lot of these layer 2, you know, down like crazy. Filecoin, Floki, meme coin, Shiba Inu, Fetch, etc. So a lot of these coins right here that we're looking at are still down like crazy. And despite, you know, you can see right here, WIF is down 71%, despite being in the last month up 149%. So this is how crazy we were down in the last year. And people don't really realize how low we were until they look at this chart right here. AVAX is down 30% still. Theta, Ethereum is still down 20% in the last year. If we have a look right here, Ethereum is up 62% in the last month, and of course 35% in the last week only. So that's going back to the fear or greed index. Is this just a dead cat bounce? Is this just an exit liquidity? Is this the real pump? Are we going to actually see the real pump happening? Now, something that you need to keep in mind is that interest rates are still very, very high. Interest rates are currently sitting between 4.25 to 5%. Inflation is still pretty high in my opinion. So obviously this could definitely be a relief bounce. Who knows? I mean, you guys can see right here, the trend is your friend until it bends. There's no question. If we have a look right here on the weekly time frame, it's clearly a bounce off the trend line. So clearly, technical analysis and, you know, chart analysis is clearly working, because you guys can see right here, we clearly have this trend that's been respecting itself since 2022. And pretty much that's about it. But having a look right here at the altcoin season index, this is something I really want to talk about just to end this video. And the reason why, guys, is because I don't want to see an altcoin season, because we've had technically 2 altcoin season in the past year and a half. Okay, even more, we've had 3 altcoin season in the past year and a half. I don't want to see an altcoin season in the last 90 days. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, 75%, if 75% of top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last 90 days, then it is an altcoin season. I don't want to see an altcoin season, because we know historically a season lasts 90 days. It's 3 months, kind of how you have like winter, summer, spring, and autumn. Okay, that's pretty much how it is. That's what a season is, obviously. But I want to see an altcoin year. I want to see 75 of the meme coins and altcoins perform better than Bitcoin over the last year. And then that's when we're going to have that massive altcoin season. Because as of right now, altcoins are still getting outperformed. Bitcoin, guys, is still outperforming Ethereum. It's still outperforming a lot of these cryptos. So if I actually have a look right here at the other cryptocurrencies, and I just go ETH BTC, you guys can see ETH BTC is still down. I mean, yes, altcoins are pumping. Things are fantastic. But you guys can see right here, ETH BTC is still going down like crazy. And yes, this was just a rebound. Okay, so people were like, you know what, this is support for ETH Bitcoin on the yearly time frame. This is an all-time low support. We're going to go ahead and buy Ethereum against Bitcoin. I mean, that's what people, you know, that's what Bitcoiners said. You know, they're like, oh, we're going to essentially buy Bitcoin. So obviously that's what's happening right now. But the big question is are we going to actually see that pump? Are we going to see that V recovery shape that everyone is hoping for? Because I know a lot of people are hoping for something like this to happen for Ethereum. If 1%, okay, of a Bitcoin, or 10%, sorry, can we see 10% of a Bitcoin? I mean, that would literally be, Ethereum would be at like what, $10,000 right now. So I don't know if we're going to see a V recovery shape right here against Bitcoin, or against, yeah, Ethereum against Bitcoin. I don't know if we're going to see, you know, 10% right now. That's going to be very, very crazy. But obviously, eventually, I mean, Bitcoin's going to come back down. Ethereum is going to go up. I don't know if we're going to see even 20%. That would literally be crazy. That would be way over $20,000 for Ethereum. Is it possible in the future? Definitely, I do think that's possible. But as of right now, I don't know if that's really possible. So obviously, that is my video, guys. Everything against Bitcoin is still down heavily. You guys can see right here. This is Litecoin, Chainlink, KDA, EOS. I mean, everything is literally getting destroyed right here on the weekly time frame against Bitcoin. You guys can see 2018 all-time high. Bitcoin clearly has been outperforming every little altcoins out there, down 99.7%. It's been outperforming Shiba Inu. It's been outperforming Casbah, HBAR, DOT, whatever you guys want to call it. DOT, I mean, DOT has been a complete disaster. Sui hasn't been outperforming. Sui is pretty new, but obviously it's been outperforming a lot of these cryptos, and pretty much that's about it. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this chart right here, altcoin yearly index. If you guys do like this video, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow. Peace.